What it do, y'all? So we're going to RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. All my guys and goddesses know how vibrational human beings, you know what the fuck it is. Tap in, tap in. You know, we halfway through the day of this abuse. Another day of survival. Of it almost being over, you know? The best thing that I like about this shit, y'all, is that no matter what, a good or bad day, it doesn't slow the days down because time isn't even real, right? You know that they're gonna try to work their magic as far as not validating us. That's speaking truth as it's closing down the whole way. That's the tribulation. So you gotta I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna say you gotta do anything. You gotta do whatever the fuck you gotta do to survive. That's real. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's as real as it get. Like I'm about to get me some alcohol. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm about to get me some alcohol and shit. Like I signed out of this shit a long time ago, y'all. Long time ago. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit with y'all for however long I stay on here, and then I'm about to harass 988. I'm about to call them. I'm about to harass them, and then I'm about to go get some alcohol. I don't even care. Like, what is crashing out, y'all? Really, what is it? Because to me, at what level of you living against your own is crashing out? Because to me, that's crashing out, you know? But I know everybody don't think how I think, and that's cool. But I'm still gonna move how I move regardless. You know, I have no hatred in my heart towards anybody. What can make you go crazy more than anything is really knowing what you're living in and knowing that your only options you can do is just talk about it while it's still able to go on amongst division or any other reason that doesn't even matter because all this shit is toxic. You know? Like I'm so irritated, my hands are shaking right now. Like that's how irritated I am. I told y'all the more that radiation increases, the more gully I'm gonna get, the more I'm gonna crash out. I'm not even gonna lie. Because the more people are trying to hold on to this shit, and the more I'm just gonna disrupt this shit. That's what I'm gonna do every single time. You know, I'm just gonna disrupt this shit because I don't even care about living no more. Y'all don't even know I gotta call 988 and lie to them so they don't try to take advantage of me. Because I don't want to live no more. But I can't bring myself. I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't have a child, I would have already killed myself. I know it's a lot of people that probably think that or might think that I'm scared or something. I'm not scared to kill myself because I know I really don't die. I just leave my vessel. The only reason why I won't do it is because I'm not gonna leave my son. That's how I know. Even besides his mom, he was supposed to keep me here because the universe knew I wouldn't have stayed. I wouldn't have stayed on this fucking planet with this shit without no child. And if I didn't have a child, I wouldn't have saw no reason for staying here. I wouldn't have stayed here to suffer because of my mom. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't. That wouldn't add up to me. So I'm staying here. I'm staying alive for my son. Don't matter how crazy I go or whatever. How much I crash out, how much people laugh at me, talk about me, all that's irrelevant. I'm staying here for my son. Because my son's gonna know everything what was happening to me. One day he's gonna know. And he's gonna thank me. He's gonna be like, man, look, you could have left, but I'm happy that you stayed for me. Regardless of how crazy you was going, how much people was bothering you, how much stuff was bothering you, stayed for me. You know? My son's gonna love me about that shit. I might be more gone than I am now. So called say, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, I might. At least my son knows I'm alive, you know? He's good, and I'll die off in peace. And this a reason too why I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Reason why I won't leave yet also, like, I'll be like, man, as soon as I smoke some weed, I'll be like, fuck everything for real, you feel me? Like y'all niggas ain't gonna get me to crash out before this shit ends. And I know that this shit was designed strategically in a way to get me not even to notice what's being done to me. You get what I'm saying? If you already divided from your brother and sister, how the fuck you gonna know what's attacking all of y'all? You're not even in cahoots with your brother and sister to talk about them amongst what might be happening. You know what I'm saying? That's how we've been for a while. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm kind of petty. And what I mean by petty, I'm gonna tell y'all like what I mean by petty. I mean that even more so, I'm gonna tell y'all what gave me power, right? I knew that people, once I picked up on the energy, because I started seeing the same thing, not just with me, but with other people also, y'all. I started seeing that people was purposely trying to invalidate truth on the internet as if like it's not happening, or almost like in a form of protection of blocking it out, right? And that made me keep going live and keep talking about the stuff even more, because I want the people that's not sure to see that the people, regardless if they was being validated or not, they kept talking about what they knew what was happening, and then it started happening, you know? Because people be trying to use that as like a form of control. That's like a form of evil, you know what I mean? That's a form of protecting toxicity. You feel me? By not speaking about it, meaning you're allowing it to keep going. You know, it's not a problem enough for you. You know, or even if you can't even see that you're affected because you're that programmed. You feel me? That's why this shit is spiritual warfare, y'all. This shit is spiritual warfare. Cause you gotta stay sane. Or I'm gonna say this: you gotta stay like not reactive towards you knowing what the fuck you living in, why you're being taunted on a daily basis. You feel me? Provoked and all of that shit. And then know much of you being provoked or taunted by how this shit is set up, and your realization of it, or the people not of our genetic makeup taunt us, any of that, right? You spaz out, it's gonna be your fault. You're gonna be dealt with that off of it being like your fault, like you're the problem, not anything that you was aware of or anything taught. None of that. You're the problem, you know. That's why literally like I'm just so happy that this shit is so fucking wicked what I'm living in. I can't even believe I'm living in this shit, y'all. I'm not even gonna front with y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, the most is gonna be validated when this shit is completely gone. So what I mean by that is like us talking to money. You feel me? Like remember that test that we had with that species? Remember how this, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about it. But while any piece of it's up, while it's on its way out, no matter how much of us are becoming more and more aware, even with the changes on the planet, the a lot of black people that sold out, they're gonna stay on that end, and unnatural people, majority of them, they're gonna stay on that end also on their way out. That's how it's gonna go. So I advise all neuromelanated beings, practice patience. Practice patience. That's gonna be your best weapon, because the more patient you are, the more better you're able to read energy, the more you're able to counterattack all the distractions and the stuff that's of the tribulation to make you spaz out, even more so as an organic being. I'm telling you. So you gotta think like this shit is like chess, you know? That's how this shit is, y'all. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think about this shit like chess. That's what the fuck this shit is. This shit is chess at the end of the day. Inbox for me to get another black amount. I might not get no liquor, but I'm definitely gonna give me another black amount though. I lost that thing. I got too much shit in my hand. They're just carrying my coat. It's this homeless shit. It's this oppression. I hope, you know what I give energy to, all my ancestors? I hope anybody that's not me, or even me, that's against us, that when they see me, you feel all the shame that's been done to us entirely, to your point that maybe you can't even function. I wish that on everybody. I'm not gonna lie. And it's happening, because that's happening right now. Because so much information is coming out about what y'all did to me, right? So much information is coming out about what y'all did to me, what y'all did to my species, right? That like, even when y'all come around us, even when we're acting like y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all literally are acting different. Y'all feeling shameful. You feel me? Because you know what you're living under. You feel me? You know what you're living on. And it's gonna get, that feeling is gonna get worse. Or y'all feeling like that because y'all still trying to hold on. When y'all getting every reminder and every clue, every reason, ignoring all of it, still having cognitive dissonance. Man, shout out to any unnatural beings that would see my videos and just understand what I'm saying, regardless of my financial state. You feel me? And can have empathy and compassion to the utmost degree. Realize that black people don't owe y'all nothing. We don't owe y'all nothing. You know? We don't. Not what was been done to us yesterday and what's being done to us right now as I speak. You know? It's like I can't pretend no more, yo. That's probably like my biggest problem. Like, that's why I say, like, not a lot of people are as real as me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say it flat out, and people feel it wherever I'm at. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat, but I'm gonna tell you what people feel more. Not just what I'm saying is the truth and all of that, but no, but people feel that I'm saying this with a good heart. You know what I'm saying? People feel my heart and how wrong it is. Some of the stuff that they even might have noticed. You feel me? So people feel my heart. They know, like, I'm not saying, people know, I don't have to tell them, but people can feel like I don't have like no hatred for anybody, but I'm really angry about what's been done, and I'm trying to hold that shit in. You know, I have the right to feel how I feel. You know, I'm not saying I have the right to hurt anyone, but really, us as black people, like I told y'all the other day, like, we're not even on that. But if we was to max out, or y'all even speak about what really took place, a lot of the stuff that y'all don't talk about, like to your degree and all of that, we probably would all just max out on y'all. And we're not, and we know enough of that and aren't even on that. You feel me? Having babies with y'all and everything, like talking friendly with y'all, living y'all system designed against us, like it's not, like as if it's for us, trying to find our way in it. Like like it's so much angles to it, like it's wild as hell. And put it like this, like y'all, like I was telling y'all in 2020, like I was telling y'all in 2021, you know, you're ignoring me isn't gonna stop what's taking place. However, so you would come across this video. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna stop what's taking place. I'm just aware of all of this and can put it together and shit. But you know, like many others, but I can't stop what's taking place around how we're supposed to be living and what we've been doing. You know, and how we're divided. You feel me? Like, this is like what y'all would know as like prophetic law. Like, this shit has to happen. You know, this shit has to happen. This is worse than, or it's some toxic relationships that was built on toxic foundations and have still been able to stay up. You feel me? This ain't one of them. You feel me? This ain't one of them. This is not one of them. I don't even be feeling the same no more, y'all. I swear I don't. I don't even be feeling the same. Like everything just feels different. But the more people try to like project onto me, and I can tell by what they're projecting that they have a lack of awareness of what's going on, it just made me start feeling like everybody around me is dumb. You know, and I don't care how anybody takes that. I mean, you take it how you take it, but like, I know that's not true. But it be feeling like that. It be really feeling like that because I'll be like, yo, like, like how you won't know the answer to something or how to go about something, but you ask questions. Like a lot of people are so frozen they can't even like. And I'm not talking about the NPCs. I'm talking about the ones that's like really in fear and can see some shit, but like in fear and in confusion, like don't even want to find out. You know, as it's being like pushed to everybody. You feel me? It's being pushed to everybody. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know how I feel because of what took place with me in the system and shit. Like I chose so-called to come down here and shit, but this shit so wicked down here. I feel like I've been sacrificed. Like no bullshit. For the betterment of our species, like I've been sacrificed. Like I've been sacrificed to suffer and the system designed against me. Like I really, almost like I really ain't know what I was saying I wanted to come down this time and shit. Like this was like the finale and shit. Like I wasn't really ready for this shit, but I'm here. And even though like we at the end of it now and shit, it's still just crazy as fuck. You feel me? So I'm saying this from a standpoint of like all the information I gave y'all over the years, everything I said being true and shit, even like right now where I'm at. Like I have emotions also. But I don't attach that to like stuff that's in the it is what it is category. Regardless, like in that moment, if stuff is in that category, how I feel about it doesn't matter, because I know that this is the way it's supposed to be and this is just how it is. There's no questions around it. There actually is stuff that you shouldn't question. So anything that's in that category, right? Like, like I'm not even trying to attach my emotions towards it, like as if like I can dictate it or something. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that, though. What they mean, since a good player of the system was what? Y'all know how they be saying, like the more you know, the less friends you have, even if you have friends, because it gets lonely, what could drive someone to so-called go crazy and shit, ain't no fight like that, because ain't no the pain or depression worse than an organic being knowing what's happening on their planet, knowing what's happening to them. Ain't no greater depression than that. Adding up to like a lot of our so-called problems, that's not even really problems. Ain't no greater pain than that. Like I'm really trying to hold on, y'all. That's how I'm saying. Like it's like I was sacrificing for this shit. Almost like as if like I didn't matter and shit or something. I don't know. Like it be feeling like that. Cause trust me, like everything I be talking to y'all about and telling y'all and shit, like I really like. I'm not gonna say I would. No, I will say that. Like I really wish it was live. I really wish shit didn't add up together to tell you exactly what's what. And then once you figure it out, you be like, damn, how come I never noticed this? You know what I'm saying? And shit like nah, like this shit is crazy as shit. What we're really living in, and it's so crazy. It's even more crazy how anybody could be so much in fear with what this shit is, was deemed as regular reality, that they could just go on with it without rebelling in any shape or form. That's even more crazy, you know? That's even more crazy, y'all. All my new subscribers and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm in 1,000 thousands now. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that shit is crazy as hell. You feel me? I mean, y'all. So hold up, real quick. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all real quick. Hold up, real quick, y'all.